Welcome back to the Broad Street Benchwarmers podcast. My name is Adam Den. Unfortunately, Ethan cannot be with us, but we have another special guest for you guys. My boy Nico Ramos Chase here to talk little Seattle Seahawks with us. We just suffered through that Eagles game, and we're gonna leave that to the side for now to so I can emotionally recover. But yeah, man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. I just got over as you know, I don't even know what yet, but it wasn't COVID.
Yeah, that was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
but we're glad you're feeling okay, bro.
yeah.
But get right into it. Uh, this Seattle team you got right here. I mean, we have to play them next Monday night. This is
That's
probably the scariest Seattle team I've seen since 2014. I'm just gonna be dead honest.
since Super Bowl season
Since
with
Super Bowl
Lynch.
season where you lost that Malcolm Butler pick. I
Mm,
mean,
no,
Russell Wilson.
even the year before, now our
Yeah,
actual Super Bowl win with. No, our Super Bowl win was against. What's it called? What is that by far our best
Denver.
season?
Denver.
I'm gonna go with ever. We had Lynch running back, brand new rookie, or not rookie, I would say, but we got Wilson,
Cam
yeah,
Chancellor.
Cam Chancellor, Sherman, Leisure Boom. That
Yeah.
was by far our best season.
And obviously, I mean, we'll get into it later. Your defense is not the
Mm,
closest to that season. But at the same time, I think the biggest anomaly, and we talked about this before, the both of us, has been DK Metcalf and the dynamicness he's brought all across the field. I mean, you brought up even comparing him to Megatron, Calvin Johnson. You wanna?
You see, I've been hearing so many things like on Instagram, social media, whatever, about like some like these big top news people saying, "Oh, DK's like Megatron and the height and everything." I don't know how tall Megatron is, what his weight is, but the similarities in their game, how strong they are, and everything, it's just so similar.
I know. I know. And I mean, for me, I'm a numbers guy. So I went in the numbers. Calvin Johnson, his second year, 78 catches, 1,331 yards, 12 touchdowns. Here we are. What are we? 9 weeks into the
Week
NFL season, I
five,
think.
yeah,
Yeah. DK Metcalf already 862 yards and 9 touchdowns so far this season. One of the top receivers in the NFL just in his second NFL season. And really, I mean, part of the reason why the Seattle offense has taken such a big step even from last year, where you were still a fantastic offense. It's because he's really stepped into this role as his dynamic number one. He's
as a
pushing
role
guys
player,
even off the
yeah,
line of scrimmage. And I mean, opening things up for Tyler Lockett as well, who's having one of the best years he's had in a while. So I
yeah.
think,
It's Wilson's sight with the ball. It's either you got Lockett down deeper, you got Metcalf running a cut to get simple yards to get this first
exactly.
down that he can ran through everyone.
And then your tight ends aren't bad either. So you've got that nice underneath short intermediate. And that offense is built like it hasn't been, like you said, since 2014, 2013. And that's definitely huge moving forward for sure. But we also were talking about really the MVP race and where Russell Wilson is at with this right now. And
Uh,
obviously taking a step back these past, I want to say 4 games in comparison to the first 6 weeks where we all thought he was the obvious MVP going forward. But still looking at it right now, 2,986 yards, 30 touchdowns, 367 yards rushing. Where do you feel like he compares now to these other MVP candidates? These Mahomes, these Rodgers, these Kyler Murrays.
well, all right. So minus the past few weeks, the first 5 weeks or whatever, he was off to a great start, averaging, what was it, like 45 touchdowns per game, about 300 yards or whatever per game. That, as you just said, MVP candidate right away. But now with these games, for some reason, their offense is falling apart, defense is losing it, but still, he's bringing this dynamic of getting yards, getting first downs, trying his absolutely hardest, looking for an open man, minus interceptions, but whatever. He still has this dominant force and has this mindscape, or I don't know what to call it, but
Yeah.
he's headstrong on getting the win. And if he even doesn't, then trying his freaking hardest. Because as you see in these games, these close games, he gets into these moments, these clutch moments, and most of the time clutches them, but
Yeah,
most
I
of the
mean,
time doesn't. But like
he's
he
been the most dynamic, I would say, quarterback in football this season.
he
I would
gets in
definitely say
these
that.
he gets in these moments in the fourth down situation, third down situation, and gets the
Yo,
job done.
yo,
And then when he does, that's when it then falls back onto the defense. And the defense doesn't succeed. No one goes, "Oh, I blame the defense." It's I blame Wilson.
Russell Wilson. Yo, and that's been a main theme. I mean, you look at these past games. You look at this Buffalo one where they allowed 42 points, or I'm sorry, 44 points to that Buffalo Bills team. You look at allowing this Rams team to just bully them, honestly, throughout the first 3 quarters of that game. And this is defense that has not been great all season and does not have given Russell Wilson the same help that maybe a defense of a Patrick Mahomes or a Aaron Rodgers has so far this season. I still feel like at the same time, though, when you look at the regression Russell Wilson has had throughout these past 3 games, it just really, I think, puts a damper on his MVP candidacy for sure. And
Yeah,
I don't
you
know what the
always
numbers Mahomes has.
you see Mahomes take a step back because he knows his defense is gonna get the job done. But with Seattle, the defense, as we have said, it fell apart as soon as the nature of boom went out of style. As soon as
It
they
really
went bye bye.
has. I
And
mean, you
wait,
lose Richard Sherman to San Francisco, right?
yep, we lost
Yeah,
Chancellor to an
he's
injury.
been gone forever. Exactly.
Thomas,
Yo,
Lane, everyone. We lost our main components of this all star defense
and you
because you
bring
look,
in Jamal Adams, and he's done nothing for you.
yeah, nothing. They think he's the next Cam Chancellor? No. You look at these players, the defense, this was still top defense. You offense maybe not, but you will really see Seattle Seahawks, Legion of Boom, number
Yo,
one, number two. But now you see Seattle Seahawks defense, what, 15, 10,
16.
whatever?
Yeah,
I don't even know.
exactly.
But then you see the offense doing the utmost best performance, one, two, three, four, five, within top five.
Yeah.
But when they fail, when the offense succeeds, they get their job done. But when the defense fails to uprise to the need of the team, it gets blamed onto the offense for not doing better. For Wilson throwing a touch interception, for DK not catching his pass, for Lockett not getting open. And
Yeah.
that's what keeps on pushing Wilson more and more. And the fact that even through all of these things and punishments that he's getting, even though it's not on him, he's still rising to the top and still trying his freaking hardest. And he still has that mindset of MVP, I'm going to get a dub.
Yeah, and I mean, he's been in this league for so long, honestly, as an elite quarterback that, I think at this point we expect this from him and we take it for granted. But,
Well, I mean, he's what, 8 year in, and
yeah.
what, his second or third year he won his Super Bowl.
Mhm.
That wasn't the defense, that was the offense. That
That's
Super Bowl against
yeah.
the Super Bowl against Great Peyton Manning, yeah, the defense had its part of it, but you see the offense. The
Yeah.
offense going taking the lead by who? Not the receivers, not Marshawn Lynch. by Russell Wilson.
Yep. And I mean, obviously, the next year you're at the 2 yard line, 1 yard line. Marshawn Lynch does not get handed the ball, the Malcolm Butler pick, and that's always going to be a damper on his career. Obviously, I mean, a lot of people chalk that out to Pete Carroll, but at the same time, I think there was a lot of weight that had on Russell Wilson as well. But for him to come back from that, continue to be a top 10, top 5, I honestly think top 2 right now quarterback within his career. It's been absolutely fantastic, and I mean, I look forward to moving it forward. He's definitely a Hall of Famer. I will say that. He's a lock, first ballot Hall.
It's just crazy how it was either the second, third year he went, killed the Packers, came up clutch against the Packers in the NFC Championship, and then faced the great Peyton Manning of the Colts, Broncos, and that was a complete and total blowout. And then came back the next year, close games, hard competitors, and then came up against Tom Brady, who could not be the best QB of all time, maybe because it is the QB, best QB of all time, due to his stats, the way that he handles the game, but just Tom Brady in general. Tom Brady, Bill Belichick, best combo.
Yeah.
And he went
and really should have won that game.
Mm-hmm. But no, Wilson in his fourth whatever year, as a young new talent, he came up clutch and that against these two veterans who were beyond freaking extraordinary, and made that game as close as it was, down to the last, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, or whatever.
Yep.
That is what makes him the great QB that he is, and the great offensive that just decides the whole entire way. Because this is back-to-back Super Bowls, maybe not winning, but still, two great QBs, two great dominant teams, and he made it to that top as only per se a rookie.
And I said it, I guess now it's 2-3 months ago, but I have this team in the Super Bowl. I do. I think that defense has so much upside. I think we saw it Thursday night. I think, even though they haven't played great, this is still a defense that we had ranked in the top 10 going into this season. If their D-line can kick in and they can finally get pressure, I think that is definitely a defense that could strive for greatness.
Yeah, the defense has so much potential, but it's just, maybe it's the leadership, maybe it's the coordination, or whatever. We don't know because we're not in these coaches' head. We're not there. But this defense, from what we can see and what they can show at their utmost best, it has so much potential.
Yo. No, completely, man. And we'll see Monday night. That's horrifying for me. It really is.
Our record against the Eagles is.
We don't need to talk about that. We don't need to bring that up. We don't need to say that on there.
I don't know. We'll have to see. See who's best one.
Yup. We're hoping for the upset here at Broad Street Benchwarmers. Thank you so much for coming on, bro. It's always a pleasure. And you'll be back soon. Promise.
All right.